This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And it comes out of the 25, no return attempted there. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
Signs the quick throw. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. I like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
He's got room to run. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, we're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Gamecocks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the Gamecocks line up on first and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It's another good job here by this defense, and I think all the build-up and hype in the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
The Gamecocks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
He's sacked to be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, give the defense all the credit here on this third down play. They got after that quarterback in a hurry. The RPO game, quarterback decides to keep it. And how about the pursuit of that defense? Now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th down. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kurt. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Looking for some space. It's Robinson. Fighting off the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. It's the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Now here's the toss play. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6. And now the try here for the extra point.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On first down, it's play action. He lets it rip. He's got his man in the open field. Muscles past the defender. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Back to throw. It's Burrell. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The running back here on a direct snap. Fights through a tackle. Touchdown, tied. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
Man, this running back would not go down. You could just tell by the way he was running, he was not going to go down easy. The defense just unable to wrap him up as he goes into the end zone for the score.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short on their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. try and muscle for the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle, but first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down play coming up. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
He'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Gamecocks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
How about the job here by this defense? In the red zone, backed up deep in their own territory, not fooled at all by this shotgun, thinking that they may throw instead.
And it's caught! Touchdown, South Carolina! So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a handoff. Powers through the tackle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw. It's Burrell. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Dropping back, it's Burrell. Dump off, caught by the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw it. There's contact on the throw. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a 1st down. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. He shreds the tackle. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
As they get stopped here on 2nd down, it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the defense wraps him up.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Off target and incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Choosing to return the punt. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaks free. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line. This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. And they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He brings it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss, just having one of those dream performances.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. So it's incomplete. He caught the ball, but they ruled him out of bounds.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. And the Gamecocks moving quickly down the field here. Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on
Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bama, to put them on top now.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone. Touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time. So,
2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Toss play to the outside. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Great catch when they desperately needed it. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Pass caught in the end zone. A successful two-point conversion. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Direct snap to the back. It's a hard running there for a tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Burrell. Running out of time in the pocket. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on third down. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
Looking for a receiver. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Bringing pressure. Grab behind the line. It's Meadows. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And the wideout goes in motion. Using his legs, it's Robinson. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Burrell. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
2nd and goal for the offense.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They get there. The defense forcing him out at the 3.
Well, you talk about pressure. Here we are in the national championship.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job by the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. The clock is stopped and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Scanning the field, it's Burrell. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. They'll go hurry up here. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense really clicking here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tide! They jump on top here in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Add 6 more points to the total.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or roll the dice, and go for two and potentially win the game.
And the coach says, forget overtime. We're going for two. Try to win it right here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. See if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. So the offense will set up first and goal here in this first overtime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks are in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
An easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can.
And it's a touchdown. point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And the point after is good. So we're still... heading into the first play of double overtime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense smothers him for no gain. 2nd down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice game. The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. In for a touchdown. They claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's in there. The conversion is good. Great execution, and it pushes the lead to 8. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Dropping back, it's Burrell. Comes up with the catch. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. 1st down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught quickly. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's a sack, but hold up. There are flags in the field. We'll have to check that out. That's a costly mistake grabbing the jersey there. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's in for a touchdown. But still work to do. They need a 2-point conversion to force a 3rd overtime.
Well, the offense has done its job here coming up with this touchdown, and that's a great job. And as you know now, Chris, down by 2, they've got to hit this 2-pointer to be able to tie this game up and send it to a 3rd overtime.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails, and they're still trailing. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks.